You're thinking about the next generation and how we're going to reach them with the gospel and how we're going to help the kids as we're raising them up, stand firm on the faith. But you look around and everything just seems kind of gimmicky and maybe a little faddish and maybe a little flash in the pan. You're thinking, that's what I grew up with, and that didn't work. There's got to be something else. Your gut's telling you there's something else, but you're needing permission to feel the freedom to go after what that something else is. This book might help you find that permission. This is The Not So Secret to Reaching the Next Generation by Kevin DeYoung. It's published by Crossway. It just came out, 2024. I'm Bryan Catherman with SaltyBeliever.com, and I want to tell you a little bit about this book. Now, I didn't order this book. I don't even know how much this book cost. This book came with a couple of other little books in a much bigger order I had placed with Crossway, so I think maybe it's a little promotional thing. And I also want to tell you, I'm not so sure if you can rightly call this a book, like maybe a pamphlet. It almost seems like a sermon or a talk, probably not a sermon, but a talk that maybe was put into print from the clearly reformed folks and Kevin DeYoung. This thing is like 25 and a half, 26 pages long. However, it's outstanding because it's kind of everything you're sort of already thinking. It's the right approach and the right way to think about how to not be gimmicky and how to not be faddish and how to actually just do the thing that Jesus has told us to do to disciple young people, and that has been working for 2,000 years. So if you're looking for permission not to have all that kind of other stuff, this is what you need. Really what Kevin DeYoung is doing here is he's just making an argument for that plodding, faithful thing and how that actually does appeal if done rightly and is relevant to young people if we do that right. So if you're a youth pastor, this guy. If you're raising kids, this guy. If you're a grandparent and you want your kids to sit next to you in church, you just want to think about how you're sort of talking with them, this. And you know what? You don't have to learn all the hip, cool lingo, and you don't have to learn the next best fad. You have to learn what Jesus says about how we reach the generations. Very much like how we reach the nations. There's a tried and true practice that God has given us, and when we're faithful to do it, it might have a lot better results than the things we're coming up with. So I want to commend to you this pamphlet, this little booklet from Kevin DeYoung called The Not So Secret to Reaching the Next Generation.